What's up, guys? Welcome back to Healthy Recipe. I'm going to be making an air fried recipe today. We're going to be doing some boneless pork chops. I got these at a really good deal. They're actually organic. Marinated them, and I'm going to put them with some potatoes. It's going to be really, really delicious. Everything is pretty much all natural. The potatoes I actually grew myself. So let's get right to work. Okay, so let's go over our ingredients really quick here. I'm using some Lawry's garlic salt. I'm using chives. These are actually dried, of course. Not using fresh. This is a really easy recipe for you. Some of you guys that want something quick. There's not a lot of headache. You don't have to be chopping herbs or garlic and all that stuff. I realize that sometimes those type of recipes are a lot easier for some of you guys. I'm using liquid smoke. This is my smoked spicy paprika. Stuff tastes really, really good. You can use smoked paprika also. Gonna use it on the potatoes. And I have here Worcestershire sauce. Now the Worcestershire sauce and the liquid smoke and salt I've already used to marinate these two boneless pork chops. So these have already been marinating overnight in Worcestershire sauce, liquid smoke, and salt. I just wanted to put it here so you guys can see that they're part of the recipe. I have some homegrown potatoes. These are red potatoes, first time we ever grew them. They came out really nice. Basically, I just leave these in hot water for a few hours, and then I take a brush to them, stiff bristle brush to clean the outside. I'm going to be using skins and all. And that's basically it. Really simple recipe. We're going to start first by chopping our potatoes and parboiling them. So I'm just going to take the potatoes and basically cut them into pieces. Chunks about, I'm going to be cutting the potatoes into chunks about that big. So, and then we're going to be parboiling them first and then baking them, finish them off in the air fryer. Now what I'm going to do, I have about this much potatoes, and I'm going to boil them about halfway through before I add them in with our pork chops to finish in the air fryer. So first we're going to boil them, then we're going to put some seasoning on it, then we're going to get it in the air fryer. Bring back the pork chops, and basically all I'm going to do with these is put them in the pan to cook. This is a non-stick pan. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and put these in the air fryer. Alright, so here's the potatoes cooking. These will cook halfway, and then once they're halfway cooked, we'll start our air fryer with our pork. And then we'll finish cooking in the air fryer together for the last 15 minutes. Alright guys, so now that I got the potatoes cooked like halfway through, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to drizzle some olive oil, some chives, and some garlic salt. If you guys prefer, you can use butter. You can use regular sea salt. I just like the taste of garlic, and I love olive oil with chives on my potatoes. That's just my personal preference. So about a half a teaspoon. Just mix everything really good, and it smells amazing. Like, even though they're not fresh ingredients, as far as like fresh garlic, it still smells really good. You can do this fairly quickly. They have a lot of like organic garlic salts that are really healthy and all that stuff that you can get now too. So basically that's what it looks like. Now I'm going to go ahead and put it in the pan with our pork chop and cook it for another 15 to 20 minutes to finish up and getting golden. Okay, so basically here's our two marinated pork chops, And what I'm gonna do is put the potatoes around them, and they smell so good right now. Put some around this, and I'm gonna probably need another container to cook off the rest, so we're gonna make 2 levels out of this. Okay, so I'm actually gonna put these potatoes in the bottom layer, and we're gonna put in our divider to put the steak, the chops, and the other potatoes on top. And we're gonna do 400 degrees on this, and let's say about 15 to 20 minutes. Alright guys, so at 10 minutes or so, this is what the pork chops look like. What I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna flip them over to get that same beautiful golden color on the other side. They're probably around 110, 115 degrees right now. So I like to eat my pork like around a medium well, so like 155, 160 degrees actually is where I like it. Most people don't know, but pork doesn't have to be well done like chicken. It can be eaten in different temperatures just like beef. I just don't really happen to like it any less cooked than medium well. It's just hard for me to get used to. Alright guys, so it's been about another 8 minutes or so, and these are very nicely cooked. As you can see, the pork chop looks really nice. It's got a nice crust on the outside, and that juice from the pork chop has gotten into the potatoes. And we're gonna go ahead and get ready to serve this, and I'll let you guys know how it tastes. Alright guys, so the steak is cooked perfectly. I want to take a temperature reading just to show you guys. Actually 170 degrees, so it's pretty much medium well to well done. And that's just me, how I like my pork. I like it a little bit more well done than most people. It's just hard for me to get used to eating it less cooked, because it feels like I'm eating raw chicken. So that's just me personally. If you like it a different, temperature, cook it however you please. I'm gonna go ahead and let this rest for 5 minutes and then come back and serve it. Alright guys, so now I'm just gonna cut the steak into slices against the grain. Pork chop, still a pretty juicy pork chop, and it's well cooked. Alright, so now we're gonna serve. Alright you guys, there you have it, the finished dish. Pretty much. Well, actually I'm gonna put a little bit of smoked paprika over the top of the potatoes, and I've noticed that it has a little bit of a different taste raw than it does when cooked. So I like that the raw smoky flavor of paprika just sprinkled over the potatoes. Give it a little bit of color, a little bit over the pork, just to give it a little bit more beautiful color. So there you have it guys. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. My air fried organic pork chop with my garden potatoes. And remember to give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys really soon on the next one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try this for you guys, let you know how it came out. Try one of the potatoes first. Wow. Cooked really, really well, perfectly. The flavor is awesome, especially that smoked paprika at the end. I could really taste the smokiness of it. I'm gonna go ahead and try the pork. Wow. The pork is delicious. I really feel like the marinade got deep in it, and I can taste the Worcestershire sauce. I can taste the paprika that I put on it just now. Also gives it a nice flavor. Really, really good. Super simple recipe. You can make it in a couple of minutes. Not a lot of ingredients.
perfect for the busy home cook.